what's going on, everyone? You're watching Movie Guide. I'm your host, Ben Davies, and we are at the premiere of Queen of Katwe, a truly inspirational, awesome film by Disney. Let's go talk to the cast. Now, for you guys as producers of the film, how important was it for you to tell a true story and shoot it at the actual locations?
It's a great question. I don't think shooting at the actual location is as important as it is to your first point, which was to maintain the integrity, maintain the absolute factual basis of this story. It's absolutely impressive that in a 2-hour movie, there are no latitudes taken of creativity. This is a true story that covers everything that actually happened in the life of Fiona, her siblings. I was in Uganda when we shot. It was a blessing to see that you could transform the slums to get a 6-7 ton crane in there. But we could have done that anywhere. But the fact that they maintain the integrity of the story is the greatest blessing to me.
I think it's great you guys did that. And for people that are going in to see this movie, what do you hope they take away from it the most? It's an inspiring story across the board. But if there's one point that you guys really hope is hammered home?
Well, you know, the underdog story, to realize that you can become whatever you want to become, despite the fact that Fiona was a commodity in the slums until she realized her giftedness in this area. But I think above and beyond that, she understood that she wasn't going to do it by herself. It was a God-given talent. It was a God-given ability to see a chessboard and move 16, 17, 18 steps ahead in her mind. And I hope that people take away that it doesn't matter where you are on the globe, that if you have the ability to dream, you have the ability to realize it, if you walk in your giftedness and your belief that everything can happen.
So for you as the writer, this is a really big mountain to climb because it's based on a true story. A lot of people you had to interview to write this. How challenging was that for you?
Oh, it was very tremendously challenging because unlike our wonderful director here, I did not grow up in Uganda and did not have any first-hand experience with it. And so part of the reason that I felt really privileged to be able to tackle it was because I felt like I was given the challenge to travel this really vast empathic distance to try to understand what Fiona and Robert and those guys were going through. And so that was, that was not easy because I didn't really, for a lot of it, I didn't have any reference points. But then you learn more, and I think that I discovered, and I think people who watch the movie will discover, there's a lot of universality. All of us feel that, we have certain obstacles maybe that are preventing us from, getting where we wish we could be. We know that, we want to show skill and grace under pressure in the key moments. And so the more I learned about the story, I felt more kinship with it and I felt closer to it. So that's good.
Have you heard much about the Queen of Katwe?
Yes, as soon as I saw the trailer, I just fell in love with it because I used to be on a chess team whenever I was little.
No.
And I know, it's really funny. And my dad and my brothers, we always play chess together.
Okay, so you've been really waiting for the chess movie to come out.
I know,
right?
yeah. I wouldn't expect this, so I'm really, really excited to see this movie.
And does Faith take a big role in the Take Two for Faith, or is it just more like a tag they're using for the trailer?
I think both. I think it has a great message behind the movie. You got to have a lot of faith.
For you guys, actually being a part of a project in Uganda, in that place, how do you think this movie is going to affect the home community in Uganda?
Oh my goodness. First of all, to be able to put Africa and African countries on the map, not for, the poverty or, there's so much lack, right? But for the mental astuteness, for the abundance, for the level of brilliance and intellect. And I think that a lot of people need to see that image of Africa as well, right? A lot of people think, oh, those people over there, they're just starving or they're just getting by. But when you see the brilliance and the mental dexterity of these children that are all coming together from all over Africa to play chess in these very strategic ways. I mean, it's inspiring, it's encouraging, it's elevating, and that's what the Disney brand is about, and I know that's what Movieguide is about. So I really believe that your followers are going to love this movie.
The Queen of Katwe, which we're here tonight for, is really an inspiring story about faith and the family and the people that encourage this girl to reach her full potential. So who in your life, because you've had a lot of great success, was the most encouraging for you that helped you along the way?
Thank you. I would say spiritually my mother. I saw how she struggled to fulfill her dreams, although vastly different from mine. I learned strength from her. So I think when I realized that I was being cast for these strong women roles, I actually didn't put it together until I took a moment to reflect, and I'm like, wow, where does that come from? And I have older sisters who are very strong, who have different career paths, but you know, we're very hard on ourselves. We're perfectionists, and I think, you know, I'm in the great, you know, industry to feel that way, you know, to like go for gold. But I would say my mom, number one. Yeah.
This movie is also about a young girl who has all the potential in the world. She just needs the courage to go out and seize that opportunity. So for girls that, you know, are growing up, that have the gift, and they need that little push, that courage to go in faith and follow their dreams. Do you have any words of encouragement for them?
I would say I've encountered, even now, times when I'm like, should I keep going? Should I just, you know, trying to counter my instinct? And I always say your instinct is your gold. It's the gold inside of you trying to peek itself out, you know, like it's okay for you to receive. You know, sometimes I think, especially as women, we want to give, and we think, oh, I don't know, like I'm trying to please everybody, but I think there's a beautiful thing about receiving and being okay with what you are and being patient, because you never know. And I'm sure you've heard this from different actors, like it really depends on the time and the place and who's looking for her. Yeah, but you have to have faith that as long as you're working hard and honing in on your craft, and I think being surrounded by people sometimes who are better than you and who can challenge you that way, I don't see how you can go wrong with that. So I think you know, it's okay to be fearful. I think that motivates you. So don't be afraid of the things that are already part of you that can be magic.
Hey guys, what a fantastic event. We have wrapped here at the premiere of The Queen of Katwe. For more information, please go to movieguide.org.
In January of 2014, my wife Joey and I decided to take a year off. We believed that God would give us a great story, and He did.